What's good, chat? I've been on here in a while. It's been a little bit of a minute since I've been on YouTube, and pretty much I'm just gonna explain where I've been and why the uploads have been so slow and inconsistent lately. And maybe even my content has been a little bit boring to some people's standards. Okay, so long story short, I got in my head way too much, and I know for like the past, if you watch my videos on YouTube, you'll see a lot of my videos was me talking about mental health and getting over stress and the things I do to deal with stress. And it was good that I was posting that. It actually felt like an outlet to kind of like talk to you guys and get it out there. But once I got back from my LA trip, LA was good and it was bad because it showed me like the potential that I could have and what I could be essentially. But it also showed me like some of the bad sides to where like people don't really treat you the same if you don't have enough followers, kind of thing, which is absurd, but it is what it is. But when I got back home from that LA trip, I was just feeling like I was comparing myself to a lot of people because I met a lot of great people while I was in LA. I learned some cool stuff. I got to do a lot of things through my social media that I wouldn't be able to do beforehand. But when I got back home, I just constantly found myself like comparing myself to those people that I met and like what I could do to sort of like make my content better. So it started with that. It started kind of like just with me scrolling every day and like constantly seeing people on my For You page either like get more likes or seem to be doing better on the outside or whatever it may be. Like I was just constantly comparing myself to what I was seeing online, which surprisingly is not great for your mental health. And I've gotten this quote like said to me a lot because I've been dealing with this lately, but comparison is the thief of joy. And it's so true. If you compare yourself to other people, you'll never fully be able to like enjoy your own accomplishments and your own successes, which part two brings me to part two. I really haven't been like crediting myself for the things that I've done already. I'm like super hard on myself. Like everything I do has to be, well, not has to be, but I try to like make it as good as I can. And then if it doesn't perform well, or if I put a lot of effort into something and I don't see the results that I was wanting, my brain is just like, you suck, scrap it up. Like, what did you do wrong? What could you do better? Kind of thing. Instead of being like, wow, that video just got 70,000 views and all these likes. I'm like, why didn't it get 400,000 views and a million and like more likes? You know what I mean? Which is selfish. It's really like, not how I should be thinking. And I was catching myself like caring too much about the numbers and not about the community and like the actual fan base that I have with you guys. And shout out to you. Like if you're even watching this video, like you're the fan base I'm talking about. But just not letting myself like feel gratitude towards myself or just like feel accomplished really sucked because then I felt like I had to put myself in this like hustler grind mode 24/7 to like keep up with the other people in my space. Because like I said, I'm comparing myself to these people in my space constantly and it seems like they're doing better than me. So then, like I've said in probably like 6 months ago now, I always think like, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing that they're not doing? I need to do something different. So I'm sorry that I'm like regurgitating some stuff that I've said in the past, but I mean, I said it in the past for a reason. I was dealing with it. I still do deal with it. It's not fake. I'm being real. So I started comparing myself way too much. I started not letting myself really like feel the success of like doing something small, even if it was small. Like I should still feel accomplished for that, right? And instead I started thinking about too much about money, numbers, views, likes, all this stuff that really in the end like does not matter. Like if all that stuff disappears, does not matter. And so in turn, when I started focusing too hard on the numbers and too hard on the likes, I noticed a like shift in my account. And now I don't take this as me coming on here being like, oh my God, I'm falling off. No. Okay. Even if I do fall off, I can get back on. Trust, I'll get back on in no time. Like, don't worry. But figuring out the obstacle of like, why are my views dropping so heavily? Or not even that. It was more of like figuring out the obstacle of like, what is the algorithm pushing right now? How can I adapt and like be pushed out onto the algorithm and, get my name out there more? And it was really slowly building like a huge mental toll in my head that I didn't even realize until I would say like a month ago, really. I just started to feel so overwhelmed. Like I can't even express it literally feels like someone is like pushing on my brain because I'm so like stressed out all the time over dumb things though. Things that like you shouldn't be stressing about for me at least. Like for example, when I'm talking about not letting myself accept wins, like I moved to my own place. I paid my rent by myself through my social media content creation. I went on a trip to Mexico through social media content creation. I've met so many people this year. I've met mutuals that I used to watch like years ago that now follow me. And it's like, that is crazy. Like, if you told me that like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, if you told me all the stuff I just said, I'd freak out. I'd freak out. But because I'm like so used to constantly seeing everyone do so good on social media that when I'm doing all right, I think, okay, well, I'm still not doing so good. So how can I do better? Even though I'm doing all right, like I'm not letting myself feel that. And like I said, it builds up this huge toll in my brain where I just am like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. I freaked out. And yeah, I don't know what to do. I get overwhelmed very easily when that stuff happens. Like when I get stressed out, I just shut down. And that's kind of how I've always been, which sucks. But I'm the type of person where if something's going wrong or if like, yeah, there's a situation that I'm in that I don't like, either like go mute, try and drop it, try and avoid the situation. Like I just don't want to talk about it or like do anything, have anything to do with the situation. I'd rather just pretend it's not even there, which is horrible. That's just pushing it down and then making it worse when it comes back up, which is what I've noticed lately. It's like starting to come back up and trying to eat at me. Luckily though, I found like a lot of new ways to sort of like ease that stress and just like feel a little bit better about everything. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't feel 100% confident about everything yet. Like I said, it's my first time, but I feel better than I did a month ago, which is progress, and that's really all that matters. And so you're probably sitting here like, okay, what are we getting to here? Like, what's the point? And honestly, like there really isn't a big point. I just kind of wanted to come on and tell you guys where I've been and that I really want to get back on posting on YouTube. 2025 was like the year where I pushed a lot of content out. I reached out to a lot of people. I got brand deals for the first time. It was my first time doing all that stuff. 2026 is the year where I kind of know what to do and like how to do that stuff, but it's about leveraging it as much as I can and really just like going as far as I can with it. One of the things I really want to work on this year is like building a more personal community with you guys. So that means like going live more, posting more YouTube videos, more talking videos on my TikTok, and just like trying to express myself more. Because you guys see not even the best version of me, but you really only see like Dancer Ryan. You can watch some of my YouTube videos and get to know me a little bit better, but I really want to like consistently push that out to where you guys feel like you know me and like I'm like one of your friends. You know what I mean? Because that's how I felt. Like that's how I felt watching my favorite creators. Like it felt like I was like either there with them or just like everything they were saying. I was like, this guy is awesome. Like I like this guy. So I hope some of you resonate with the stuff I say and like feel the same way. And if you do, shouts out to you. I really appreciate you, like more than you know, genuinely. But I don't want to keep this too long. That was one of the things I told myself, like I just wanted to get in front of the camera and record because I've been procrastinating so much lately. But one of the ideas I have is just more talking videos like this. One of the problems I had in 2025 with YouTube specifically was trying to make every video like look like everyone else's video. So I was like, okay, well, how do I edit this? How do I make a good intro? How do I cut it properly? How do I make it funny? All this stuff to where the point where it felt like I was like not being me. Like I was getting on the camera and like being me to an extent, but then like trying to amplify it so that you guys would like it more, when it's just like, chill, bro. All you have to do is get in front of the camera and talk, and that's it. Like that's enough for a video right there. Sorry if I talk really fast, by the way. I'll try and slow it down. But this year, 2026, I really want to push out like yap sessions on the YouTube more. So just coming on here, talking. I have so many different topics that I want to explain, and that's one of the reasons I don't even want to dive into this video too much. This video is more just about where I've been and what's been going on. There's many topics that we can talk about separately for like 10 minutes at a time, and we probably will, because I'm feeling motivated. I'm feeling good. Funny enough, I literally had 2 hours of sleep last night because I'm trying to take a break from the ZAW just to see how my mental health feels, and I could not sleep for the life of me. Like I was tossing and turning for 4 or 5 hours straight, and then finally went to the gym at like 6 a.m. Went to the gym at 6 a.m., got back home, crashed. So it's been a rough morning, but feeling very productive, feeling very like I want to get back on top of things. And one of the first steps was just, yeah, like I said, coming on here, filming, pressing record, and just talking. Even if it's like rambling about nonsense for 12 minutes straight, like it's something. Something is better than nothing. A quote that I saw, there's a couple quotes that I've been seeing lately, okay? Quotes are so powerful. I don't know why, but sometimes I'll see them and I'll be like, wow. One of the quotes I saw was, your expectation of hitting a home run stops you from ever swinging. So true. Like I just said with the YouTube videos, my expectation of making it this big grand thing stopped me from ever pressing record. Hello. Like, are we on the same page here? Because that blew my mind when I first heard that. Another one is that motivation isn't built through, or what was it? What did it say? What does it say? It was like motivation is like working out. Like it's not just one big thing that happens to make you feel motivated. It's like slowly reps, putting in work, putting in effort, putting in time, and then you like have that motivation and have that consistency already there. You have to build that up. It doesn't just come from nowhere. Anyways, I'm rambling way too much right now. I'm gonna cut it short. But if you guys want to see more videos like that, drop a like and let me know. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and just genuinely, like from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for continuing to support me over the last 2-3 years, however long, and even if you're only here for like the last month, thank you, and genuinely have changed my life in ways that like I just could not explain to you. So once again, I love you guys, and I'm sorry for the absence, but we're back 2026.